Okay, so how are you, Subhash? Please tell me how was your day and how have you been doing? Anything special about today?
Today,
Yeah.
no, it's nothing special, but I think it is special for you today. Did you
Yeah.
go to a temple for pouring milk on sibling? Do you do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I went today to the temple, the nearest temple that was there. Since I could not go a little far away, we had decided to visit. There is a very famous temple here, the city where I live in Bhopal, called Bhojpur Temple, which is famous for Shivji and everything it says. I think it has Asia's largest, one of the largest shivling there. So I could not go there due to some reasons, but yeah, I visited a temple nearby that is there in my society. So yes, I visited and I worshipped there. It was great for
There a
me.
long queue? Was there a long queue?
No, actually, I was little late for going there. So at that time, there was not a lot of queue. Everyone was busy in collecting food. Like they were getting prasad. We call it blessings and prasad. Everyone was busy. And meanwhile, I went there and I just worshipped Shivji and I was back. So that is the reason I could just worship there.
Okay, nice. So it was a good day for you.
Yeah, it was a very good day for me, and since after exams now all these days seems good only to me, and I'm enjoying these days. Like right now, I'm enjoying because exams have just gone,
Your
and
exam
I'm
is over.
yes,
Your exam is over.
yeah, my exams are over, and
How did it go?
yes, yes.
How did it go? How was your exam?
Yes, my exams were good, like not up to the mark, not very good at expectation. I won't lie, but yeah, they were good because this year I feel like most of the student felt, not only I, but we felt like that you need to consistently study the whole year in order to be good at last. I knew this thing, but yeah, I was busy with some other stuff and other things also are important apart from doing the curriculum that is there. So yeah, that is a different topic, but yes, they were good. They were quite good.
Nice, nice. So
Yes.
hope that you will come out with flying colors.
Yeah, I wish and hope the same that I come out of it with flying colors. Okay, so Subhash, you have a topic for today. So shall we go ahead with the topic or the general conversation?
Yeah, I would like to go with the topic.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. So what is the topic for today? Do you have any idea like what is the topic?
Yes, actually, what happens, when I book a session, immediately I give a topic, but there is no detailed thing, but only the topic. So today it was given advertisement, but when I saw the mail, in the mail, it came like immigration, I think, immigration,
Yeah,
and the detailed things
migration.
were, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the topic was migration. Maybe there
So,
must be some issue with the website as such. Otherwise, yeah, in the mail, the topic that comes in your mail is the correct one you should be considering. So the topic is migration, and on the other hand, you need not do any pre preparation or prerequisites are not required. So no problem on that. So coming to this topic, Subhash, I would like to discuss with you that what do you think which country takes in most of the immigrants? Like immigrants are the one, as you already know, though
mm,
those are the people who migrate from their country to the country that we currently live in. So what do you think which country takes in most of the immigrants?
there are many countries taking like USA, Canada, UK, France, and even in our country also, there are so many immigrants have come from Bangladesh in our country, particularly in the area that is where I live in, that is in Assam, and some of
Okay.
them are in Bengal also, West Bengal. So
Okay.
these are the countries mainly take the immigrant people.
Yes, yeah. So I have also heard that countries taking up. Even I think 2 year before, this was even one of the major reason. There was some dispute regarding this one. So I'd heard about the news. And if I talk about, as you mentioned about your place, you have seen, you must have experienced this, that government, central government or the state government of that particular place taking in immigrants. But as such, in here in central part of India, we don't experience things as such. Rather, we experience some tribe shifting from their original place or hometown to this place. This we have seen, but immigration we haven't experienced. But okay, that's great. So why do people usually leave their country and shift to some other country? What do you think may be the major reason, major reasons for that one? Some major reasons for that, that they're leaving their own country, their place of birth, their places, and shifting to some other country. And what is the one particular thing or things that they are looking for?
The main reason is that economic condition, because in some countries, what they don't get the kind of thing that they want, and it is very difficult to survive them. This is one of the reason. Then they uh, look for some country where they can live with good economic condition. Another
Yes.
reason is that the persecution. In some countries, there are some minorities living. They are being persecuted because of their race, their religion. So they have to flee under compulsion from that place, from that country, and go to another country where they can feel that they are safe. So these are
Yes.
the main two reasons that they leave their country.
Yes, yes. Like I have read in the earlier times, as you mentioned about persecution, apart from all these things, freedom and the ability to express their views, these were also the points of consideration when a particular tribe, or let's say a particular group of people immigrated from one country to another. But now, as time has changed, different perceptions of people, different demands have also changed. So the reason also have changed, like you mentioned about persecution. So I had read, I think a month ago, I had read a news that there was one couple, there was some country, I recently don't remember that name. So they were performing something, so they were evicted from there. I think they were given some kind of execution, or they were evicted from there. So maybe these are some of the reasons that they are migrating, and there are so many bulk reasons as such.
Oh, oh, yes, one another region that is also a major region, that is war. So
Okay.
from they flee from the war conflict zones, and they go to the safer place when they feel like now there are some this in Syria. So
Yeah.
it has uh, experiencing this war with
Yes.
some countries. So their people, they are not safe there. They are fleeing their countries and going to safer places. So this is another reason.
Yes, yes, true. Yes, like I have also heard that most of the people, like I've heard that as you mentioned about Syria, there are some reasons where there are lot of bombarding and bomb blastings and all those nuclear attacks. If I go particularly, then those the people or the children, those are born there, are born with some defects. Maybe they are deaf or they are blind. So this is also a major reason, as you mentioned. So this was related to that one, why people are immigrating from one place to another. So, what do you think are the challenges that immigrant face in a new country when they are okay? They are moving from one country to another, let's say for some economic reason. But when they are shifting to some other country, what are the major challenges that they face? Some of the major challenges, according to you.
Some of the major challenges that first of all, there may be some resistance from that country. They may not be welcomed by that country. The people of that country may not like them to come to their country because of the threat that if they come and they may lose some of their economic conditions, like may lose their jobs. They are afraid of such things, and they may not be get the kind of welcoming thing that they
Yes.
expect. But and another thing is that you when you reach a new country, so there is a new language that you have
Yes.
to learn, and if you don't learn the new language, then you won't be able to communicate with the people of that country. So it will be difficult for you to get a job to survive. If you don't get a
Yes.
job, they wouldn't be able to survive. So this is the main challenge. And if
Yes.
the government does not help the immigrant people, so they would be face the same condition that they are
Yes.
facing in their own country.
Yes.
So these are the challenges that they
Yes.
face.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I think moving on with their normal livelihood, like the usual livelihood, if they're not able to, as you mentioned, there are different challenges. The linguistic challenges that are present. Maybe they are not able to communicate even for the basic needs that they want, and they may feel isolated and separated from a particular section of society, and this may lead to their mental issues, or again feeling isolated there. So this is a major reason that countries are looking for, as a reason that countries are looking for. We have already, like I have already mentioned, that I had looked for the news related to this, and it was sometimes shocking. There are different revolts and different disparities going among this. So do developed countries have this responsibility to welcome refugees from the other parts of the world that are experiencing some difficulty? Why do you think? Is this correct? Do developed countries need to have such responsibilities? Why? And if this is not correct, then why not?
Yes, the responsibility is there, because suppose you are a developed, suppose there is a developed country and there are so many immigrants have come to their country for help.
Okay.
Now they are seeking asylum in that country.
Okay.
If they can sustain that, the developed country, they can afford those extra people that they have come to their country. Say they should actually help them as as a humanity, on
Yes.
humanity ground. So this is
Yes.
one thing, is they are not bound to do that, but on
Yes.
humanity, when they can afford it, they may do it. So this is
Yes.
one thing. But at the same time, the people of that country, as I mentioned earlier, that they feel threatened that their service, the extra people that have come to their country may affect their livelihood. They may not
Yes.
get the job that they used to get as a matter of
Yes.
course. So
Yes.
definitely there is going to affect their livelihood. So there are some concerns that has to be seen by the government of their country. They should strike a balance, and if they can afford, after taking into all these concerns of the people of their own country, then they can definitely welcome the immigrants and try to settle them and make facilitate their stay in their country.
Yes, yes, yes. As you said that on the humanitarian grounds, this is, or this is a crucial thing, that for sure every human wants to have food, wants to be, have their a ground, a place where they can expend their life. But for sure, a country's own interest is more important than something else. So, as there are different issues related to this. So, do you support? Do you think, as I've already told, that you have only mentioned that it is not forceful for a country to do this. But do you think that first of all, country should look at their own, like you have mentioned about the jobs. So it is important that the country should consider this factor more importantly, that looking at their own population first should be the priority, or equality, or a government should look in a way that both of the parties are equal and I'll be treating them as my own citizens. What do you think? Which one is fair for both of them?
As a, as I told you that, as if we say on humanitarian ground, so we
Hmm.
should treat everybody equal. But
Yes.
when there would definitely be protest from their own people, because when they would see that um, the life they are leading, they cannot
Yes.
live that life anymore because of the extra people they have that have come to their country.
Yes.
That's always a concern for the government. And if they do ignore of the concern of their own population, own people, and make arrangement for settlement of the people of other country, then they may be, their government may be affected, and the government may not garner the kind of vote in their next election. So
Yes.
obviously they would take into consideration of that thing also to save their own power, so their own chair that they are
Yes.
when they are in power. So all these things come into consideration, and they do it according to those things, taking into the
Yes. Yes.
factors taking into
Yeah.
account.
Yeah, they are more cleverly concerned about more of the thing that is important, that is their vote bank which is involved, and of course they'll be getting them from the people who have voted them. And I think most major issues are the decision making is done on this own. This is one of the grounds on which the decision making is done most of the time. Okay, so Subhash, it was we are at the end of our session. Thank you so much. It was nice interacting with you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Muskan.
Yeah.
Bye. Night.
Bye. Take care. Good night.